Well, hey everybody, this is Wild Dandelion Jen. I am so happy that you could join me. Hey, I'm doing an unboxing today. I've been outside in the cold. That's why I have my beanie that I made last year or the year before on and my warm gear. But anyway, without much further ado, this lady's work had caught my eye on Instagram and I just had to have it. And I'll tell you, this was really a Christmas present to myself. Once I saw the soaps, I'm like, oh, I have to have this. And I'll tell you, this video was very difficult to make. Not because of the products, but because I have been interrupted 5 times making this video. This is my 6th attempt. So I really wanted to bring this to you very badly. So without much further ado, here we go. Okay, so this is made by a soap creator that is a sister state of mine. She is from Arkansas and I'm from Missouri. So why not support your neighbor? And that's exactly what I did for this holiday season. And so the name of this soap company is called Little Red River Soaps. And what a beautiful card. I love these little square business cards. I think they're so sweet. And she has an Etsy store, Little Red River Soap at Etsy.com. And so she sent me a little invoice with a little note on it. And I have to tell you, her penmanship is like calligraphy. And I have terrible penmanship. Why? Because I'm in a hurry all the time, so it's chicken scratch. I look like a doctor writing. And plus I worked for doctors for many years, so I also learned to chicken scratch because that's the language that they read. So I do a lot of weird symbolisms like a shorthand, which is the doctors use Latin in shorthand. There's a lot of little as acronyms and symbols that they use. And so people are like, what is that? And I'm like, it's a note to self. I know what it means, but sorry about that. But anyway, penmanship is beautiful. It says, hi Jennifer, thank you. I hope you love your new soaps. I'm enclosing a sample of Eclipse, a truly wonderful facial bar. Enjoy. How sweet. Okay, you know what? That is a happily received little bonus gift that you gave me. I'm so thankful for it. And there it is, Eclipse. And I love to use soap, handmade soap on my face and charcoal soap. And I've been using Patrick's over at Soapy Oaks for the last year, and I've just about run out. It's a little heart shape and it's like down to nothing. And he gave that and a couple other of those as gifts, along with an order that I did a long time ago. Okay, so he is a great guy too. So that was very intuitive of you to send me the Eclipse soap that has charcoal and for my face. So it came in just a perfect time frame. And even though it's a sample, I kid you not, with charcoal soap, it lasts a very long time, and this will last me probably 6 months. And so it's got a beautiful, clean, fresh scent. And I'll tell you, this is containing, because you'll want to stop over there and get some of this for sure. It's got, I tore the label just a little, and so it's hiding the lettering. But it's got olive oil, coconut oil, palm kernel oil, tomato oil, hemp oil, castor oil, kaolin clay, activated charcoal, colloidal silver, and gold. And then it's got aloe vera, alupe butter. I hope I'm saying that right. I've not heard of that. Mango butter, Dead Sea salt, essential oils of lemongrass, tea tree, cedarwood, and lemon. And I'll tell you, she did a beautiful job marrying those 4 essential oils, because often tea tree is going to stand out, or any of those oils, lemon and lemongrass for sure. But she has done such a fine chemistry job of marrying those that you have this just beautiful bouquet of aroma that nothing stands out. It's just a perfect synergy and marriage of those. So good job. Kudos to you. That's a very hard skill. Smells divine. Can't wait. Now these next 2 soaps, one I specifically came to order because once I saw it, it was eye candy for me, and it also held a special place in my heart. And so I'll share that with you in a minute, but I had to have it for both things. It looked beautiful and it had a great title. And so then the second one, I was just browsing through her site and I saw the seasonal soap that just resonates with me in my heart. So this is called The Gifts of the Magi, and what a beautiful label. And basically this has olive oil, coconut, castor, cocoa butter, rice bran oil, shea butter, colloidal gold, frankincense powder, frankincense oil, myrrh essential oil, sandalwood essential oil, cedarwood essential oil, rose kaolin clay, annatto seed infused with water, and rossul clay. The only thing about the annatto seed that I'm not sure about is people with alpha-gal. Some of them are sensitive. I don't know if it's me. I've never really come in much contact with it. And I've taken so many things out for the last 2 years that I won't know. But since it's external and not internal, I'm sure if I did have a reaction, it's not going to be that great. So I'm going to give it a whirl. But this is a beautiful color pattern in here. Just, you know, nothing super strong, but very reminiscent of all of those earthy essential oils and powders that she put in here, and the gold, the colloidal gold, and the gold flecks for the gift of the Magi. And I'll tell you, what's so special about this is, you know, certainly the gifts of the Magi. I'll tell you a little bit about frankincense, gold, and myrrh. And so, you know, by the time that the Magi brought the gifts to baby Jesus, he was actually a toddler, probably near 2 years old. And so the 3 gifts had an intent and a purpose, especially in the culture and the time. And the frankincense would have been a costly good and very hard to get. And there's not of abundance, and it's hand harvested. And so the frankincense would have been hand harvested, and there's not an abundant amount. It takes a while for that to generate in the natural. And so, but it was very coveted and revered, and it was a costly good, and it brought great income and support throughout probably much of Jesus's young life and the care from his parents. And so that was a great gift, and no doubt probably came in abundance as it came from Magi. And then you have the myrrh, and myrrh is very revered as a medicinal agent, as would have been in the culture back then, as it would have been used medicinally more than anything, and it's protective against viruses and bacteria and anything that might have come into the life of Jesus in way of pestilence, and pestilence being biological. And so this would have been a remedy to keep him in top shape in their family. So that was another gift, it was to ensure the health and well-being of his young growing body. And what a great gift that would have been to that family and to the mother. Often after having a baby, they're very vulnerable, the mother and the child, and especially in that culture. Disease was in that culture in a big way back in that day. And so that was a wonderful, wonderful, blessed gift to that family. And then gold, you know, it's worth its weight in gold. So it was great for trading, and also for working with, and for income, as well as frankincense would have been. So a trio of very blessed gifts given by the Magi to this family for the life and management for the 3 of them, and anybody that was along in that family before or after. So that was super neat and so great for at this time of the season to get that. And so I was happy to get this lovely Gifts of the Magi. So now the last one. This is the one that rings so close to my soul. And this is titled Sugar Plum Fairies. So it's called Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy Soap. And I know that that's off of the Nutcracker, but that's not what rings with me, because I never watched the Nutcracker growing up. I don't know why, but it wasn't a movie that I saw. I did get the Barbie versions and the things for my daughters when they were growing up, so I did get a handle on what that whole Nutcracker theater was, and the little videos and stuff. So that was really sweet, but I like the way that she titled it for a different reason. When my kids were small, and my firstborn daughter, and I never even heard of the Nutcracker movie at that time, because she was young. And so I had this little song that I made for her, and I sang it to all 4 of my kids, and now my grandson, all these years later, but I'll just sing it. It's just a silly little song that a mom sings to a child. So excuse my voice. I'm not doing this with some really beautiful radio quality voice, okay? But it goes like this. Sleepy little baby, sleepy little baby, close your eyes and you will dream of sugar plum fairies dancing on a rainbow, dancing on a rainbow. No one knows just where they go but sleepy little babies. And there's more verses, but I sang that song and they slept so peacefully and soundly, and they loved it. However, the resonance of the tones that I was using and the words just helped them to fall asleep in my arms. And my grandson, he does the same thing. It's so sweet. I love it. So I got the soap because as soon as I saw Sugar Plum Fairies, I remembered that beautiful song that I made from my heart for my children, and it gave them peace and rest. And they sing it today. They still remember it after all these years. They like come out with it. Remember that little song? And so anyway, so without much further ado on that note, I will read the label. This has got olive oil, coconut oil, rice bran oil, palm kernel oil, shea butter, mango butter, kaolin clay, salt, essential oil, sweet orange essential oil, clove, fir needle, cinnamon, and there is some fragrance of some kind in there, mica colorant, and body glitter. So it's called fairy dust. So what's good about this is it's total eye candy. Is that not the most gorgeous soap you've ever seen? Those are embeds, maybe some other kind of swirl techniques in there, and it's got the beautiful little holiday candy on top, the hard candy look. And I'm just saying, I don't even know if I could bear to ever use this because it's so beautiful, and she may never be able to exactly produce this again. I might have to buy a second one to use, but I'm going to keep this thing and preserve it because I'm going to pull it out and decorate all the time with it every Christmas. It is that gorgeous. And it has the fragrance, I'm going to say in there, the fragrance has a very soft floral fruitiness to it. Just like a sugar plum fairy. But it's divine. And I don't usually do good with fragrance, but this is a fragrance that I can totally handle. It's the right kind of fragrance. Now, some fragrances I can handle, a lot of them I cannot. This doesn't do anything bad to my senses. It just makes me want to keep smelling and keep smelling. But I'm telling you, rock on, Little Red River Soap Company, because you did some phenomenal work here. I cannot believe that. This is nothing I've ever seen like this before. This is like a gingerbread house, and it just every little thing you could imagine. It's just, I don't know, it's just good work. It's just really good work. And I hope to do that good work someday, I'm telling you. Don't always take the time to do it. And all these little soaps that she's handmade on the top for the embellishments, this little starlight mints, so gorgeous. And I'm in awe. So thank you so much for this order. You just don't even know. It's the little things that just brighten up my world. And so I wanted to celebrate you with this. And so with that, visit her Etsy store. Again, I'll hold this up for you. Little Red River Soap Company at Etsy.com. So there you go. With that, God bless. Make it a great day. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'm also on Instagram, wilddandelionssoaps.com, and Wild Dandelion Soaps on Etsy. So with that, Wild Dandelion Soaps LLC on Etsy, because there is another Wild Dandelion Soaps from California, which is not my soap company. Look for the LLC. And with that, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. The little blessings, look for those. They're everywhere. Give smiles this holiday season. Brighten someone's heart. There's a lot of sorrow at this time of year. People are without loved ones, or they're in depression. They don't have finances to share the love with others the way that they would like to, or they're alone. I mean, there's just so many things, so many hurts. But give those smiles out. That is like the best gift. And, you know, maybe even a hug, a side hug to a stranger. But with that, I hope that you all are with people that you love this holiday season. I'll see you on the next video.